Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy, hyphy. Get lit just like me, big bossed up, chop it up with Rylee. You better come with it or kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot, you are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Yo.
You guys just missed my fire ad-lib.
And funny weird laugh. Alright. We're back, guys. How did I forget to do that, bro? I've been streaming this whole time in 720p, and I've been using my CPU graphics card instead of my actual graphics card to render.
I'm a streamer, he said. I know what I'm doing, he said.
I never said I knew what I'm doing. All I said is I'm doing it.
JK,
But
LOL.
part 2, no, we will just delete part 1, I guess. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're just gonna delete it. There's nothing in there. There's nothing of relevance in there. L streamer, I agree. Anyways, guys, are we good? 144 Pete. No, come on, Brian. Don't troll me right now. Are we good, guys? Thank you for joining another episode of 10 Talks, episode 78. For anyone who's just joining right now in a future, viewing of some sort, we just had a slight mistake and we had to restart the episode. But there was nothing relevant in the first part. There's only 30 seconds there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be deleted. But are we good here? Oh, we're good. Okay, finally. Thank you so much, Humanity. All right, guys, we're gonna put that away. And we're gonna put that away, and we have nothing to look at now except each other.
Wow.
Bum. Can we deal with it?
I feel so.
I can. I feel so what?
Easier.
You feel what?
Naked almost.
Why? How do you feel naked? What the heck?
Kidding.
No, you're not kidding. Now
Yeah,
you're pulling a Yuri.
Exactly.
No, you're not kidding.
No, I really am. I'm just saying, like,
Further
like
explain.
we always are used to having the chat up.
I know,
So we're
me
always.
too.
That's why I'm saying it feels naked.
How do you think I felt during the Gulag
Good
stream?
job. You wanted to do that. You wanted even worse than what you got.
What did I want that was worse?
Nothing. You wanted nobody to talk to you at all.
That would have been
You
bad.
had people at least like coming to talk to you and like keep it interesting.
Yeah. No.
Imagine if you just had nothing at all.
I know. No, that would have been
No contact.
really bad because I remember there was a couple parts during the Gulag. Blazzy's attacking me with his rolling trays during the middle of the podcast.
Is that a sign?
What the hell, ass? He's probably just talk shit about me, like, and so in some sort of situation right now. He probably just said, "Oh, he's an asshole," and then that thing just hit me.
Wow.
Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, the Gulag stream. I guess we should just cover that first.
Yeah. Speaking of the Gulag stream.
Guys, earlier today at 2:00 on Sunday, the 10th, which we'll get into that as well. We dropped finally the Gulag stream highlight video. Huge thank you to Vitor Hugo. His Instagram is Vitor Hugo, I believe. I forgot exactly the name. Someone could leave it in the link. In the chat right now, hopefully. But either way, shout out to Vitor Hugo. He hit me up a while ago saying like he wanted to help with the edits and stuff like that, and we've been working with him ever since. And he crunched out this edit on top of also doing the 5-day stream edit a while ago, and this edit was really good. Not only did he have to edit 2 days of footage for this one, but he had to go through Potlord's stream and Vel's stream and like fuse everything together and all this stuff or whatever, and I already know how shitty Adobe Premiere starts to work when you like start putting fucking a day or two of footage into your timeline. Like it can crash on you all the fucking time or do a bunch of weird shit. Audio will be out of sync. But anyways,
by the way, his Instagram is Vitor Hugo BMX.
There you go. But he also skates as well.
Fire.
And you know what's funny is I was walking the dog the other day. Or not walking the dog, but we just take the dog out to the front porch because we have to wait another 3 weeks at this point for him to be fully vaccinated so we can take him out in front of other dogs. We're not trying to risk anything, so we're being super careful with him. But I just basically take him out to our little front patio area of our apartment, and he could just piss and shit out there. And the other day I was doing it, and some dude was walking by, and he has a dog too, and he was just like, "Hey man, like what's up, blah blah." And this dude has walked past me a million times, and like I have this dog with me, so he has a dog, so he just like
Does
asking.
he have the big dog?
No, he has a small dog.
Oh, okay.
It almost looks like a Chihuahua too. But anyways, like I was like talking to him, blah blah, and then we were talking about our dogs and shit, and then a minute into our conversation, I'm like, "Oh, what's your name, man? Like, I never met you. Like, where do you live or whatever?" He's like, "I'm Vitor. I live over there."
Oh, no way.
I'm like, "Vitor." I'm like, I have a friend named Vitor. He lives in Brazil. He's like, "I'm Brazilian, actually."
Oh, no way.
And I'm like, "Oh, it must be a common Brazilian name or whatever." But I thought that was really funny that we have a neighbor named Vitor.
That's
and he's
funny.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
But either way, the Gulag stream edit is finally out. Huge thank you to Vitor for it. I think it does a really good job of summarizing everything, but just like it's so hard to include everything that really happened, you know what I mean? Like from a long ass stream like that without making the video like 2 hours long. You know what I mean? Like I'm wondering like should we start getting on some Shane Dawson shit and just make like parts to our stream recaps? Like this is recap part 1 of what happened to Yuriy when he
I guess it only works like
I don't know.
It works for Shane Dawson. Like I mean it works for those kind of series because it's like vlog type series where it's like your shit was like a stream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could, and like if you wanted to get more in depth with each day, if it was a multiple day stream, it should be different days, right?
That would be interesting. Like day 1 recap, day 2 recap.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea for next time. I should talk to Vitor about that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
anyways, edit's done. I think it was really fucking good.
Great.
Rylee and I were watching it last night. He sent it to me like 4 days ago, and we've just been super fucking busy with a bunch of family shit and other stuff, and I keep forgetting to open it up. But last night I finally opened it up. Rylee and I were watching it, and we were like dying laughing, and it was just like I hate to be the guy who's just like I don't know laughing at his own content, I guess, but like I was just watching it to preview it to make sure like it's postable, you know what I mean?
I mean,
but as we were watching it, like eating dinner, we were like, yo, what the fuck?
I hella
like,
forgot so many of those situations and like
Bruh.
the way, like I mean, just being there in the moment. It's not. I mean, it's funny, obviously, but like the comedy actually hits like later, and you see it in like. A short clip like this
exactly.
where I was like I was there all day tired. I'd be like obviously the shit that was happening was funny, but seeing it all blended together and edited in like a funny way just made it so much better.
Dude, that's why like after consuming so much like streaming content, mostly like Poseidon's content or whatever, it's just like I start to like whenever I think about doing streams or planning streams, I think about from the third person perspective. I don't think about like that's why when I was planning the stream, you were like, dude, like this sounds terrible for you. But I keep thinking about like the person watching it. I'm like, you know, like from the third person perspective, what do you want to see? And like what would be fucking interesting to watch? And like what would be the interesting dynamics of a thing or whatever? And just like that, you know, that's usually what I was thinking about. But that's also where I can like not really realize how bad I'm making it for myself when I'm actually in that situation.
Exactly. I feel like sometimes you don't really think of the big picture of how it's going to affect you. You only see it from the fan standpoint because you were the fan.
You know what's crazy?
And now it's like you actually having to put yourself out there like that, and it's like, bruh, the like normal person can't handle all of that shit.
You know,
like all the shit you just did, like nobody would want to do that.
Did you see one of the comments? One of the comments was like some dude, and he was like, yo, man, just got out of jail. You could for sure last 90 days in jail. He's like, the only reason why your 2 days were so tough is because of your asshole homies. He's like, but you realistically could have lasted 90 days. I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. But you know what's interesting is when I was thinking about that whole Gulag stream a while ago, I kind of thought about the whole David Dobrik canceling a while ago, where they were saying that David Dobrik has this like power dynamic with his crew, and he makes them do the most fucked up shit possible. They'll be jumping off stuff, doing all this crazy shit, but he's just filming, laughing the whole time. He himself isn't really doing anything. He's not doing nothing. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't ever have to realize like how bad the shit is, and that's what I was realizing too after I finished that stream.
That's such a good point.
I was like thinking about it. I was like, dude, like. When I was watching Ice's streams, like Ice made himself suffer too, like with his sleeping streams and all that stuff. But when I was watching the streams where he was doing the Stanford prison experiment, and he had like 5 people in the room, including Jesse Taylor, like battling it out or whatever. Like I'm glad that like you have to put yourself in those shoes first before you put someone else in those shoes, because like if imagine I just started doing my streams where I was like, Riley's going in the Gulag for 2 days, and like I don't ever have to sympathize with like how you feel or like how bad it actually is, you know what I mean? So now I feel more comfortable throwing someone else in here, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
why after you're like, why don't you do it for 2 days? I'm like, it's easy for you to say, I don't want to fucking do it. I'm not like you.
But if but now I feel like I have a less chance of getting canceled if I did throw someone in here, you know what I mean? If I found someone who's willing to do the Gulag stream, which we have a lot of people.
We gotta make it like reality show.
That's
shit with multiple
homeless people in
no.
in a mansion.
No.
With like 8 homeless people.
Not homeless people. We could find friends who would be down for like a $500 grand prize. Like people would
$500 grand prize
for like 2 days or like one full day. people would be down for that.
Fuck. I don't know, man. But we'll think about it. It has to be more than 500.
I mean, if we could do 1,000, that'd be awesome. But I feel like people would do like a day stream of challenges, and the prize is $500. Who wouldn't want to fucking do that?
This is gonna roll right into me getting called out. Not called out, but like getting comments of more like Ice Poseidon made you type comments or whatever. But Ice Poseidon did the Fear Factor streams, which were like arguably some of his most entertaining streams. Was Fear Factor. So he basically did Fear Factor on stream with his audience. He'd be like, hey, Plumber Park, everyone meet up here. First 15 people to get here on time or whatever, you guys are in the contest or whatever. And then it's just basically you guys have to suffer the most like diabolical fucked up shit in order to win. I don't know what it was.
We could do like a Survivor type stream where it's like
dating.
Not dating. Have you ever seen Survivor?
No.
It's like, okay, so a bunch of people get sent to an island and they're divided into like different tribes. And pretty much people are fake the whole entire time, and you're just trying to find allies and shit, and you do a bunch of different challenges. But at the end of every week, everybody has to vote for somebody to get kicked off the island. So, like, a lot of people, like, make alliances and are like, we're going to vote this person off. We're going to do this. It's kind of like the Reality House, but, like, way more intense.
What if we did this? What if we did Love Island, but instead of Love Island, it's based off bromances? You throw, you throw in,
that'd be crazy.
You throw in 10 guys, and you're like
the best. Bromance.
You're like best bromance wins.
Find your new bestie.
Yeah, find your new bestie, and then basically, and then basically, we tell everyone you got to couple up into a bromance, right? And then everyone finds their homie, and then 2 weeks into, or like a week, or actually no, 2 days later, we're introducing 5 new bros, and they're all just like rich dudes with like Rolexes and like hot cigars and shit. They're just like whatever.
Hella clout.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I got 500K on Instagram, man. I'll shout you out every day, dude. Like, what's up, man? God. And then they have to switch up on their old bromance to get with the. That'd be funny. We should do Love Island, but like, Island.
I love my bro.
and then also we should do the thing that Love Island does, where like once everyone couples up or bros up, you like split them apart into 2 different rooms or 2 different islands, and then you invite some more bros, and then you have to make them like kind of do the recoupling up thing.
That's hella bros.
Where you say like, oh man, I didn't switch up on my bro, I waited for my bro, and then they're like, yo bro, come over here, and then he comes out with his new bro, and you're like, I waited for you, and then you get kicked off and he switched up on you or something like that.
That would actually be hilarious. That's so funny.
Bro, me and Pollard would be the hosts.
Because guys take their friendships like on a different level.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they really do.
All we need is a bunch of college dudes,
For
and
real.
that's it. And like those are the most broed out guys you could find. Bro, that would be fucking hilarious.
Free booze and...
Exactly. Guys, free Miller Lights and condoms.
Yeah. Really?
I don't know.
Pretty much probably what they would be doing.
Cheers to episode 78. We're kind of late on this, but...
And you and Potlard are the hosts.
That's what I said! Me and Potlard are the hosts!
Because you guys have the most real...
Household and Blasey might get jealous. I don't know. But, on to more important news. Rylee... I told Rylee when we were starting this episode, I was like, oh my god, it's 7:10. It's a big deal. And then Riley's like... You're such an ass pizza fanboy, blah, 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 blah. I'm like 7:10. It's 7:30.
First of all, it's 7:30.
First of all, for ass pizza.
I'm like, okay, you're not helping your case here.
Do you know what 7:10 is?
Well, now, as soon as you were saying 7:10, you took out your dadding shit, and I was saying that I was starting to talk my shit. I saw you had a rig. I was like, okay, maybe it's not ass pizza. No, it's something about wax.
So, guys, let me welcome you to the most cringy thing you could ever watch. Do you know why it's called 7:10?
No. Are you waiting for an answer?
Oh, I was just trying to see if you knew. Because I told you this a long time ago when we first met, and you were like...
I remember you told me.
You were like, that's the most nerdy shit ever. You're like, I don't give a fuck. But, basically...
Oil.
Yes, you remember. Because
you said it was the most stupidest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, you were like
nerdy.
I was trying to explain to Rylee when we first got together why 7:10 is 7:10, and she was just like, what? But basically, 7:10 is oil upside down backwards.
That's so stupid.
If you take 7:10 and flip it a certain way, it looks like oil. And wax is basically hash oil. So in commemoration for 710, we're both taking a dab here.
That's such a reach. And no, I'm not.
You are.
I'll spark the joint.
With no worries?
Yep.
All right. This is kind of a delay, I guess, but fuck it. We never took it. I've never taken any dabs on any episodes of the podcast. And for any of my homies that knew me back in the day, I was such a fucking dab.
Also, Yuri acts like he's not gonna be head to toe in ass pizza on 7:30.
That's not how you celebrate. There's no. Bro, Riley's
you are gonna wear it just for like in. Come on, how do you say it?
You think it's like a holiday or something?
For you, it is.
No, it's not.
That's your boo.
You're my boo. It's the day.
JK. I'm kidding.
That he does his online drop. Excuse you.
I'm kidding. You sound like you. I love sounding like Yuri to Yuri because he gets annoyed.
Anyways, I took the dab for 710. There we go. I'm opening up
the chat on your phone.
Not the chat. My topics that I had listed. I instantly started sweating after that dab. You have to take one too.
No.
A light one.
I don't agree.
For the holiday.
No.
Dude, 710 used to be a big deal back in the day before weed shops became legal, because like you could go to illegal weed shops where back in the day before weed was legalized, I had a homie who would do this, but a lot of wax makers or people who made like wax products or even had weed, they would just like take all their product, drive around from shop to shop, and just be like, hey, you want to carry my product? Hey, you want to carry my product? Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, you make fucking $10,000 in a day just by fucking driving to 50 shops selling your product or whatever. That used to be a thing, and it was cool because every shop had a plethora of products where you would never find on the legal market or whatever. And every 710, they would have the craziest discounts that you're not going to find today.
Even
it's like
the shops would have the discounts on that day?
Yes. You would go to... yes, 710 was like a thing where you would go to the shop and they would be like, buy 1 gram of wax, get the other one for $1. Like, it was like...
I'm thinking it's some shit that you and your friends made up. Oil upside down.
Look up 710 oil on Google and you'll see that, no, it's a huge ass thing. It's been around for a while.
I'm a fake stoner. Okay.
You're not a fake stoner. There's many classes to being a stoner.
Yeah, I was never a dabber.
And yeah, dabbing is like one class. It's so weird because there's like this whole group of. Anytime I watch Getting Dug with High, I run into. I have to listen to these types of stoners, but like, it's like these older stoners or newer stoners who get into it and they're just like, dabs? Oh man, that's like crack. Ugh, I could never do that. I'm gonna be so blown out of my mind. Okay, get out of here, newbie. I've been smoking since I was 14. I can take dabs and I'm fine. You know what I mean? Like, just because you can't do it. It's like the complaint. It's like someone who drinks beer saying, oh man, shots? Oh, that's way too crazy, bro. It's just say you don't like it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jeez. Never been my thing. Always sketched me out. Never liked it. The torch always freaked me out before,
really?
Like, before I met you. Like, you kind of, like, made it
I remember you freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first got with Rylee. I knew it specifically because I've had this experience so many times with just friends in general. I knew you were going to say it. I knew.
That's such
No, I'm telling you right now, it had nothing to do with girls.
It's
I'm just
okay,
saying, just friends in general. Homies.
There was life before
homies of mine, I would meet up, and they would see the torch, and they'd be like, what the fuck? It was literally always homies. It was always just be like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm just like, it's a dab, bro. I don't smoke weed. I mean, I smoke weed, but I don't smoke flower. I just take dabs. Like, so I just bring dabs with me everywhere.
Yeah, it's very methy.
And everyone always it's always compared to meth. And I'm like, no, bro, it's just the torch. But that's what I'm glad about the Puffco. You know, no torches involved. It looks way cleaner.
I think I told you about this story, but my brother was like living with my aunt for a little bit at like one point, and he dabbed too. Uh-huh. And I guess he was like parked in their like driveway, and she was like in their kitchen, and she has like this fat ass window, and like she saw him like with the torch and shit, and she told me, she was like, Rylee, I saw him with the torch, and I just started crying.
I remember you told me this.
I was like, oh my god. What are we gonna do?
Dude, I remember back in the day, I used to when I lived with my parents, I used to like come back home from skating or whatever I was doing, and when I had my truck, I would like park on the street and then like just take dabs in my car, like take 5, like 4 or 5 dabs and go home. And I remember one day I was like dabbing in my car, and this tweaker dude was like walking down the sidewalk or whatever, and I'm just like, what the hell, like whatever. I'm just like keep heating up my nail, and then he like does this like double take where he like looks off the corner of his eye. He can see a torch, looks over, looks back straight, and then goes back over. He's like, oh, a torch, and he comes up to my window, and he's like like tapping to my window, like trying to, and I have a tint or whatever, so I don't know if you can see me or not, but like he was basically looking at my window and he says something. He's like, blah, 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 like says something and like walks away. I'm like, bro, this torch brings the wrong attention, man.
Oh God, out here too? No.
But,
yeah, it definitely does.
But I remember when we got together,
I was spooked.
I purposely was not trying to dab in front of you because I liked you and I was trying to have a good relationship with you, and I had many.
You were being fake.
I wasn't being fake. I had many previous experiences where I'm hanging out with homies. I take out a dabbing equipment and they're like, "What the fuck? You must be a tweaker type shit." I'm like, "No, I'm just a pothead." You know what I mean? Like whatever. So I never did that in front of you. Once we were kind of comfortable with one another, I finally took it out and I took a dab in front of you.
No, I feel like you were kind of explaining it to me.
And you were like, "What?" You were tripping out. You were like, "What?"
You started explaining it to me like very early, like that you like to do dabs and shit. And I always told you like,
but I didn't do it.
I didn't like dabs.
Yeah,
like, that shit grossed me out. I'd get sick. I think I've done it before.
I get sick from hookah.
I get sick off of vape pens.
Really?
Like weed pens. Like they give me like the worst headache.
That doesn't happen to me.
I can't do it.
Well, actually, no. Sometimes I do get that. You know what it is? Is some vape pens, they're very restrictive, and when you're hitting it, you're like, you're putting so much pressure. And you know what's crazy is I didn't even know this either. But when you're hitting a joint or hitting a bong or hitting like a very tight vape pen, you're creating like so much negative pressure inside of your lungs and your esophagus that you can actually create like bubbles. Like where there's so much negative pressure that a part of your skin just pulls up in a bubble or whatever. And I forgot what the name for it is called, but like it's bad for you. It's super bad for you or whatever. But like I was gonna say, vape pens can like cause that type of shit because like they're so restrictive and you're fucking trying to hit it so hard and it doesn't hit. That's why you gotta get better vape pens that can actually like.
I would just be like, that's what I would smoke a lot during beauty school too, because it's like you could smoke it all day in your bag.
That's why I started dabbing, is because when I first got my first job, I was just a blunt smoker, and then one day I was like, I would always do this thing where every day before work, I would smoke a little bit of a blunt. Then in the middle of the day when I took my lunch break, I would smoke the rest of it. And then one day I was just like working, and my dad decides to stop by my job, and he like surprise visits me for some reason. He fucking just pops in, and my dad just like because he knew that like it was just me in the office, there was no one there at my first job, and he just pops in, he's just like, bro, he's like, what the fuck, it smells like weed in here. And this is before my dad was like more open-minded to weed. He's like, you're gonna get fired. He got so mad that like I smelled like weed or whatever. And then I was just thinking like, bro, like I really am in this work environment, I can't be smelling like weed. And then I came across dabs through a homie, and I realized like, bro, you smoke less, it smells less, it costs, honestly, like you save a little bit of money if you were to strictly just dab or whatever. So like I kind of just gone to dabbing just because of the smell aspect, because you can take 2 dabs in your car or 3 dabs in your car and not smell like you just smoked the blunt, you know?
My mom was on to me so fast because I'd be just smoking joints like a street away from our house.
Oh,
and I'd
really?
come in, I'd be like, hey mom, walk straight to my shower, because like thank God I had a shower in my bathroom. I was the oldest kid there, so I had the shower in my room. And I would just take a shower, but then like eventually, like the 5th day I did that, she's like, "You think I'm stupid? You walk straight to your shower, your room. You go to the shower. Your eyes are bloodshot. I know you're smoking."
Like it's from taking a hot shower. That's why.
Mom, you're stupid.
Bro, you know what's funny? I'm not sure if I ever explained this on stream, but the first time I ever got caught smoking by my parents was
so embarrassing.
Dude, it was so bad. I think I did talk about this, but this lighter went out too? No way. All our lighters are just fucked. But anyways, I go skating with the homies, and this day we were like smoking weed or whatever, and I had like this 8 o'clock curfew, and sometimes like it's like everyone's dropping like $1 or $2, and there's like 7-8 people on the blunt, and it's hard to rush 8 people and be like, guys, I have to be home at 8 o'clock, we have to smoke by this time. So sometimes I'd be fucking trying to get my $2 worth of hits like 3 minutes before I have to go home type shit, you know what I mean? So one day I was doing that, and I was getting faded, and then and I'm coming up the elevator, and I'm like a couple minutes late already. So I'm like, bro, any more late, like my parents are gonna freak out. So I try to go to the liquor store before, and I try to get Clear Eyes, but they only had Visine. And the thing with Visine, I noticed, is like it makes
there we go, snoring talk.
It makes your eyes slightly more red. You have to use the bathroom.
Yes.
No way. Oh my god. Anyways, the thing with Visine is it makes your eyes slightly more red for like a minute or two, and then it makes it clear. Whereas clear eyes like just slowly makes your eyes clear, where Visine just kind of like it enhances the redness and then it all goes away. From my experience, what I've noticed. But anyways, I pop in Visine in the elevator on my way up to my parents' apartment, and then by the time I actually fucking enter and I open the door, my eyes are basically completely bloodshot red, and my parents are just like, bruh, what the fuck is going on with you? They already had suspected that I was like a weed smoker because all my friends were weed smokers and I was a skateboard and all this shit, so they were just like, bro, you're smoking weed. My dad comes up to me, smells my shirt, and he's just like, you were for sure smoking, blah blah. My parents start tripping on me, getting so angry, and then me and my I think like 15 16-year-old mind, I'm just like thinking like, bro, what is the best excuse, what is the best cover story I could think of right now? And I basically told them, I was like, guys, my friends, as you know, do smoke weed, and they were trying to get me to smoke weed, and I refused. And when I refused, my friends proceeded to blow smoke in my face. And I basically told my parents that I was just sitting there while all my friends were blowing smoke in my face. Oh, there's a light. I can just bring it over. And yeah, my parents are just pissed regardless. But that was my excuse. Is I told my parents that my friends were blowing weed smoke in my face. That's how I got high.
Oh god.
I was like, I didn't hit it. They were just blowing smoke in my face.
I used to say like I was just around my sister. I was just around Brittany.
You threw your sister under the bus?
My mom knew Brittany smoked, so I just be like, I was just at Brittany's house.
You know, dude. You know what's funny is I remember after that situation, or there was a couple situations, actually many, in which I got caught smoking or being high by my parents. And in one of the situations, it might have been that one, the next day I get a call from my sisters. And this is when my sisters didn't live with me at this point. And they're just like, Yuri, what's going on? Like, your mom and dad keep calling me saying like you're fucking up and smoking weed and all this stuff. And they're like, and they're telling me like, we got your back. We told them that you skate and you get sweat in your eyes, and they came up with their own excuses to cover why my eyes were red. And they were like, we told them that Yuri would never smoke weed, and he always said he would never do that. And I'm just like, thank you guys, like you guys are the best. Like my sisters were covering my ass when I got caught for that shit.
That's my sister too.
And then you know what's funny? I remember I think Lily told me this a long time ago, but I got caught so many times, right? And my parents were just like kind of over it, and they're getting so tired of it, and it was just like a continuous argument and continuous hassle. And then my sister, I think it was Lily, I was like talking to her, and she was just like, yeah, Yuri. She's like, you're like 17 right now. She's like, you're about to be 18. She's like, your parents are gonna give up on you soon. She's like, every parent has that moment in their life where they're like, they always think my child's gonna be the president. My child's gonna be a lawyer. My child's gonna be the doctor. And she's like, every parent has to eventually get to the realization my kid's just gonna be whatever he is or he or she is. And she's like, they're gonna give up on you soon, and you'll be able to smoke all the weed you want. And then I was like, I can't wait for them to give up on me.
My mom has just accepted it.
She gave up.
Not that she's given up. She's always
Wait, now
been
I have to use the bathroom.
Go pee. No, my mom never gave up. She still thinks the best of me, thankfully. But I guess another topic we could move on to, since we're on the topic of family, is that Yuri's niece has been in town for like the past week and a half almost. And yesterday was his mom's birthday, so happy birthday to his mom. And we were actually at Universal Studios, which was like so much fun. And it's like true what they say when like people talk about bringing a kid to Disneyland is like the best experience ever, because you can see it through the kid's eyes. And like I felt like that was the vibe I got going to Universal Studios for the first time with a kid. Because she has never been there, and like, I don't know, it brings you back to like when you're a child and you go to your first theme park and everything's just so big to you and colorful and exciting, and it was just like, it was so cool to just see her like freak out and think everything was so real.
Exactly. And like, I heard you in the bathroom while I was pissing, but I agree. I was telling Rylee this too, where it's just like, it's like, yeah, if you go to whatever theme park it is, like you slowly get jaded to it, but then you're also very experienced to it, where you're like, oh, this place has the best snacks, this place has this, you know, that's how you get here quickly. It's like you already know how to do it all so fast. And when you could bring someone, especially like, you know, like a niece, nephew, kid or whatever it is, like, and then fucking give them like the coolest experience possible and get their reaction to all this stuff, it's like you really get like, oh man, like it's cool like seeing them react to the same stuff that I thought was so sick a while ago
as a kid. Yeah.
As a kid. And also what was crazy about it is like that was my niece's first time at Universal, and then I was also my mom's second time back since 20 years ago. My mom said the last time we went to Universal together was as a family, and it was like with me and my sisters, and I was 8 years old. Now I'm 28 and I'm going back with my mom and my niece, you know, my sister's fucking daughter, and it's just like it's such a trip, like kind of like forward experience, you know what I mean? Like it's so weird.
Exactly. And your mom said like it's changed so much. She said when they went 20 years ago, there was only like the downstairs lot kind of and the tram. So they only had like the Jurassic World and the Mummy.
No, yeah, exactly. No, I 100% agree. I remember when
she was like, she was like so like taken aback because she was like so confused.
She was like, I don't know where we are.
She's like, I really don't know, because you're like me and you're like, where should we go? Like we're like kind of freaking out, like
trying to get make the right decisions, or like make a plan.
And
like,
she's just like, I don't care, like I don't know, like
yeah, exactly.
And I was just trying to tell Yuri like it's fun, like because they don't even know where they are right now. Like everything's kind of exciting for them.
Yeah.
Where it's like you kind of just soak in the moment and love everything about it.
You know what's kind of not depressing, but bad about the Harry Potter Hogwarts section of Universal is the fact that they only have 2 rides. The roller coaster, which if you're into roller coasters, if you were to grade it out of 1 through 10, it'd be a 3 or a 4. It's small. It's small, slow. It's for kids, but not just kids. It's for kids like the age of 5 and 4, and they're gonna be like, "This is the craziest roller coaster ever!" Like, you know, but anyone over the age of like 5 is gonna be like, "Yo, cool," you know, and that's it. You'd have to do it like 10 times in a row in order to have some fun on it. But you're gonna have to wait sometimes 30 minutes in line every time you want to do it. But anyways, the Harry Potter section only has those 2 rides, and the rest of it is just like
shops
buying products. You know what I mean? And that's what I kept thinking is like
they do like little shows here and there.
Elena was so excited for the Hogwarts section, right? And this is what's also funny about my niece Elena is she's very. I was talking about this too. How the day before Universal, I took her to Sky Zone, and Sky Zone is basically like a trampoline park or whatever. And when we were at this trampoline park, bro, she's like crazy. Like she's like so not scared, I feel like if she was a skateboarder, she would just like try stuff, like whereas like I'm the type of person to like kind of think about it like, I could fall like that, I could fall like this, I need to try like this, I need to go that fast, like where she's the type of person to look at something and be like, I want to do this, and just like throw herself at it, and like she's like so not scared. But anyways, the Harry Potter section has like the main ride is like the Hogwarts ride, and this is where
it's like a movie simulation, half
VR. No, not VR, but like
it's like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a movie.
Like
it's
3D.
But the screen completely encompasses your field of view, where you can't see anything but
like a
screen.
Sphere almost.
Yeah, exactly. And like, but you're sitting in a roller coaster, but the roller coaster is like twisting you around through this like VR simulation where it's like half and half type shit.
And it's 4 seats where you can't see the people to your side.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
because you're kind of just by yourself, but you're all together.
Exactly. But anyway, Lord. I talked about this before, where I went on this ride before, and dude, like Rylee was saying, you're completely enclosed in where you can't even see the person next to you. On top of it, the thing that comes down completely encloses you. You are not
strapped in there.
Getting out of that thing. If that thing breaks down and everyone leaves Universal, there's no way you're getting out of it. You're gonna have to rip your arms and legs apart. Like you're completely stuck in there. It's like, and that's the stuff that gives me a lot of anxiety. But anyways, during that ride, there's a lot of it's like you're just floating in the air, and it's like they're throwing screens in front of you or taking you through like another section of the decorated stuff, and you're floating like 20 feet in the air. And then at one of the points, like I got stuck for like 5 minutes. And first we got stuck, I'm thinking someone's lagging getting off the ride, you know what I mean, or something like that. They're gonna start at any minute now. Minute passes by, 2 minutes passes by, 3, 4, and then like 5, and then like I'm getting to this point where I'm starting to get a little restless. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, once I get restless, like once I start moving my body around and I realize I can't move, like that's when I can have I've never had it, but I know I can have it. Like
claustrophobia?
No, like this crazy anxiety attack where I'm like, I don't know what I can, like I don't know what's gonna happen to me. Like if I get stuck in a situation where I'm completely tied up, like I feel like I'm just gonna start banging my head against the wall till I die. Like I feel
You
like that.
can't.
I swear.
I know you're giving me anxiety listening to that.
Dude, like,
I know, but you.
that's how I am.
I know, but you have to just breathe.
I was trying to have the mentality of just like just relax, just forget about it, and then and it was like getting to the 5-minute point, and I was told,
I would have freaked out.
and dude, I was with that fucking girl that my parents told me to like go to Universal with, and she's sitting next to me. She's like from Russia, from my village in Russia, and I'm just like. I was like, I'm about to start fucking screaming right now, and then the ride starts going. But anyways, Lelena went on that ride, and she starts freaking out. Not because the ride stopped.
You forgot to mention though.
Oh,
Yuri and I went to Universal last year too, and so
the same thing happened.
We went on that ride, and he had explained to me this whole situation of him going on this ride. And the ride shut down like 4 times when we were on it, but it was like brief seconds, like 30 seconds.
It wasn't too long.
It would like stop.
It kind of ruined the experience.
It really ruined it. So I never experienced the full thing. This time I experienced the full thing.
It was fun.
It didn't stop the whole time. It was creepy as fuck.
Really?
Like all the like
the Dementors and spiders.
The Dementors get hella like close to your face, and the spiders. And his niece is fearless in a way where she's like an adrenaline junkie. She likes doing jumps and like like swimming. She likes doing like fun stuff like that, but she gets scared of like creepy things.
I agree.
So when like I saw the the giant spiders getting really close to us, I was like, I don't know if she's freaking out. I couldn't hear a peep from her.
It was also very loud.
And I was like, I was trying to like be like woo, like yeah, like just kind of like be loud and like have energy, but she wasn't doing anything, so I couldn't like tell like her vibe. And so like the fact that she wasn't doing anything, I like felt like she was scared.
Really?
I couldn't see her face either, but I saw her like legs like tighten, like crossing.
Yeah.
And once like the Dementors got to her face, I was like, I got spooked a bit, and I was like, oh, she's done. And all of a sudden I just hear like some crying, but I don't know if it's like her crying or if it's like the movie playing. And then all of a sudden I just hear
oh my god.
And I'm like, oh my god. I just like hold her hand. I'm like, it's good. Like you can't get off, but it's almost over. Like this is the only scary part.
Yeah.
We're almost done. I just held her hand the whole time, and like she like kind of calmed down. But after, she's like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never going on that again.
You know what's funny is
I was like, oh my god, I feel like shit. She was so excited.
I've never felt so old until this experience where we went all to Universal together this Saturday, because as a kid, I've had that experience before where I'm scared of a ride, but if everyone's going, I'm going too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going. It's like I'm gonna go.
Oh, she was mad.
Dude, when we were,
she was like, what?
When we were gonna stand in line for this, because like like I said, there's only 2 rides in Harry Potter or whatever, and Lelena specifically said, she's like, I don't like roller coasters, and I was just like, I'm telling you, the roller coaster is gonna be fun. She didn't want to do it. Yeah, she would have liked it way more. She didn't want to do it, so she's like, "We're gonna go do this one." I thought she would like it. I didn't expect all that, but anyways,
I didn't either.
we were waiting there, and then I told Elena and Rylee, I was just like, "Hey, I'm not gonna do this one. Like, this is the first time I had to do this in my life, but the first time I did this ride with that girl, I got stuck for 5 minutes, and I almost had the craziest anxiety attack of my life. Second time I did it, I was joking about it happening with you, and we got stuck multiple times.
Bruh.
And then I was like, bro, this is the 3rd time I'm doing it. We would have been fine apparently, but I was like, I just have bad luck with this ride, and I'm not gonna test it, because if I get stuck in there for more than 5 minutes, like I swear, like I don't know what I would do, bro. I would probably break my finger to focus on the pain of my finger being broken more than the idea of me being stuck in this contraption.
Dude, I felt so bad for her after. I was like, I hope she's not traumatized and her whole like experience is ruined. But then after, she was like, I want a wand. So like,
yeah.
I don't think she's ever like gonna be like scared of Harry Potter like that.
No, she doesn't fuck with that ride though.
That ride, she was like, I'm never doing this again. I was like, I'm so sorry,
bro.
I know, I'm sorry.
You know what's crazy is like,
I was scared too.
Every time I go to, I talked about this before, where I went to the Getty Museum, and I had this experience where, for anyone that's ever been to Los Angeles or lives in LA and has gone to the Getty, like, bro, it's such an unreal experience, because it's set up like a mansion, like a modern mansion, but it's a museum, right? And like, as you're walking through there, they have all these like staircases and all this stuff, and I like, the one thought that I had in my head was like, I was like, bro, when I was there, I was like, dude, I can't imagine like this being yours. You know what I mean? Like your property, like this, like as far as I can see, is like that's all fucking just your property, right? Like I thought about that. But anyways, when we were at Universal, dude, there's like 2 sections of it where there's like this upper area, and you have to take like 5 giant escalators down to get to the lower area. And when you're on the upper area, you can like look over Universal, and Universal Studios is like it's a theme park, but it's in the Universal area code, which is like it's a giant part of LA that is belonged to this company, maybe like a family or one person. And when I was up there looking at this view, I was like, bro, literally, if I shot a fucking rocket launcher, it would cap inside this area. I was like, bro, like I can't imagine this being your fucking, like, you own this. You know what I mean? Like, imagine like it'd be too expensive to shut it down for one day, but imagine you shut it down for one day just because you were like, bro, I want to kick it in my little, in my fucking, you know, like playground basically, or whatever it is. Like, well, it's so crazy.
It's crazy because like when you do the tram ride, which is my favorite part of Universal, you see like all their movie posters throughout the years, and you just see how many like blockbuster films,
I know,
cult classics they've produced. They're making in so much money,
bro, all
the time. The fucking Minions.
I know the Minion ad campaign has been insane.
I actually wrote that down on my top
because like number one, I was surprised. I saw the Cole Bennett advertisements that it was like a Lyrical Lemonade Minions thing, and I thought it was like a troll or a meme. It ended up being real. It's like a real collab. I was like, bro, that's insane that they're reaching out to this audience. It seems like kind of like a more mature audience than Minions would like probably naturally gather, but I thought that was insane. But then you just see the Minions advertisements everywhere in Los Angeles. Everywhere you go, you see Minions.
Kim Kardashian, her whole family got a party.
Yeah, exactly. Which is like
sponsored by the Minions.
Can you imagine how much they had to pay them? You know what I mean? Like, to do that, they probably told them like, "Hey, we'll cover."
You have to have 15-story posts of our like shit.
They probably told them like, "Hey, we'll cover your $500,000 party, and we'll give you another $3 million on top."
Oh no, they definitely got paid really
it's
good.
It's like probably some insane shit.
When I saw that, I was like, "This is weird," and then I saw all the other advertisements for the movie, and I was just like, "Damn, like they're really like pushing this one for some reason."
And then we were taking the Universal Tram tour, which is just like a tour of all the lots and the areas where they film all this stuff or whatever. You see where they film Jaws and like all these old videos or movies or whatever. And as you're going through there, they have all these like Minions set up, and they're just like, and the conductor would be like, "Hey, this is where they filmed Jaws, and we're passing by a couple of Minions holding a sign here." Blah blah blah. It just like it kept including
new Minions. Da da da.
Bro, I was like, dude, this is insane, man.
I was just like, more advertisement.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell is going on?
But they also did say that the guy who owns Illuminations used to work for Universal, so I'm pretty sure it's like they're probably partnered up. Where it's not like Minions is paying them a bag to do this. It's kind of like they're all in cahoots. No, it's kind of like me giving Blasey or Blasey giving me a fucking post on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah, it is connected to Universal because they have a whole like land in the Universal Studios.
Oh wait, they do?
Despicable Me is Minions too.
They do have the whole this. What is the Evil Life of Pets or the Secret Life? What is that?
Like a different movie.
Is it a movie? Mm-hmm. Never even heard of it. Never saw any ad campaigns for it or anything like that. But there's a whole Secret Life of Pets section, and my niece Elena was just going insane for it. She's like, "I want to do it so bad," with the 45-minute wait, and I'm just like, "Bro."
I know, bro.
That's why you have to go to these places like on a Wednesday. Mm-hmm. That's the best day.
On a Monday
or Wednesday. Monday is like a lot of people can take Mondays off. You have to think of the most uncomfortable day to take off in a job environment. Wednesday. In the middle of the week. Mm-hmm. No one takes Wednesdays off.
That's true.
It's always like a Friday or a Monday to add to the weekend.
That's true.
You know? But either way, the Universal show is super fun. Bro,
we watched WaterWorld with his niece too, and then after she was just like, I am just so amazed with how they did that.
I know.
I was like, that's so cute. Like,
dude, you know what's crazy is the Universal has this thing called like WaterWorld. It's like a live show. It's kind of like you're watching a movie but live. You know what I mean? They have airplanes flying through the sky and all this shit. There's actually a lot of viral clips on Instagram and TikTok that have been posted from WaterWorld, like shows or whatever. I've noticed one of them was the thing that we saw in person was basically in WaterWorld. One of the actors has these like squirt guns, and they keep squirting the audience with it, right? And then eventually one of the actors brings up an audience member. He's like, come over here. He's like, you see this guy who's been squirting you all day? Take this gun and squirt him in the face, and he'll just stand still right here. And the audience member's like, fuck yeah. He's all pissed, tries to squirt it, realizes it's empty, and then the fucking dude just comes back at you with his squirt gun that's actually full. I've seen that clip on Instagram and TikTok. Like it went, like had like 1 million or 2 million plays on it. that's from like WaterWorld. But anyways, WaterWorld has been there since I was a kid. I remember they've been showing that show forever. It's like a staple, right? And I always just kind of thought like, what is like? I never really thought about the history really, but I always kind of was curious like, where the hell is this from? You know, this idea of WaterWorld. I forgot what video Rylee and I were watching, but we were watching some video about movies and how difficult it was to produce some movies and how bad some movies were or whatever. And one of the sections of this video we were watching was about WaterWorld. How I forgot who the director was, but he basically came up with the idea, and he didn't realize that it was so expensive to film, and it was basically like the most expensive movie to film at the time, and everything that they were filming on just kept breaking. All the sets kept breaking. All the actors kept having issues. There was all these storms and all this like shit that was constantly happening. And basically in the YouTube video we were watching, the dude says how WaterWorld was like non-profitable for like 30 years. They're like they didn't, he's literally said, he's like, they didn't break a profit until they opened up the live show at Universal, and they broke a profit during the live show. And I'm just thinking like, bro, that's so insane. That's that crazy. Universal as a company made this investment 30 years ago, and they're like, no. We're not losing money on this shit. We're gonna keep milking this shit and running this shit until we break a profit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the crazy part about businesses is like they're really doing the calculations. They're like, oh man, we're making enough from WaterWorld to run another month of WaterWorld, and we'll make a little bit of profit. And like they had to do that for 30 years until they fucking made a profit. And actually we're like, all right, that's it, we're happy. But they still have WaterWorld running, which is like, it's an interesting concept to a movie. Basically, the ice caps melts, all the world's water rises, and everyone dies. Basically,
there's no dry land.
There's no dry land, what people think. And then there's like a couple little groups of, or communities of people who live on boats and like all these like dinghies and shit. And basically they're all looking for dry land, and they finally find dry land, and like these two communities like fight over it. That's basically what it's about. Kind of interesting.
Yeah,
I can't
imagine. A lot of cool special effects. That's pretty much the whole like.
That was the coolest part. Was like, to a kid, that must be so cool.
I was like, damn, but like, I haven't seen the show in so long. But
there's like a lot.
Crazy.
There's a lot of stuff you see as kids.
Exactly.
And you're like, I want to do that. But then as you get older, you realize how unreasonable or crazy or stupid it might be.
Well, no, this you realize it's like hella fake. And
yes.
You're like.
But this, like, as we're watching it, like, I remember as a kid, I was thinking, like, it would be cool to be one of those actors. Now I'm 28 years old looking at those people doing it. I'm just like, bro, the girl, the main actress in it, like, dude.
She did so much shit.
She's, like, swinging around from thing to thing, like, shooting fireworks, diving in the water off, like, high-ass platforms, and she has to do this show every hour. I'm thinking in my head, like, this is one of those jobs, like, it's probably just fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong. I would love to interview one of those actors or actresses who do the live show there. But, like, I feel like it's one of those jobs where it's just fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You're just fucking...
That's what I was thinking, too. I'm just, like... I was thinking about just the guys on the side who are just, like, fucking around, like,
with spraying the
audience.
Guns,
I'm just, like, you can't really just, like... be bored at your job all day, and it probably goes by so fast. Dude, and all you're doing is just like fucking with the audience. Like, that's so cool.
But also, I at the end of it, I realized that when they finished the show, they were like, shout out to all the actors. This is this guy from this TV show. This is this girl from this TV show. And then you start realizing, like, oh, these aren't just some Universal employees.
They're all working actors.
They're all like working actors who got into this. Like, I wonder how you get that job. It's so weird, you know. But it seems so fun.
Yeah. Well, they have alternating cast all the time. Like, it's
they have to, right?
Yeah, it's different cast every day.
Bro, like these people are literally like getting thrown off these 3-story things, like belly flopping onto their back,
jet skiing underneath the water. It was crazy.
Yeah, that was interesting. Is like one of the main actors didn't say a word the whole time. Mariner. He didn't say a word the whole time. He was just like, he would come in quiet as fuck, fucking ride his jet ski around and dip back. Oh, that's why he couldn't talk.
Maybe he was supposed to be like a merman.
You know what was weird though is in the beginning of the show, they had the dread-haired guy, right? And she was like,
I thought that was Mariner.
No, I think she's shisty, and if I was paying attention to the storyline, babe, I'm telling you, in the beginning of the storyline, the two communities are invading. No, one community is invading the other because they have the coordinates to the fucking land or whatever, right? And they basically they find this. They know that this girl. They know that this girl knows where it is, and this is her boyfriend. And they capture her boyfriend. They say, "Oh, you're not gonna tell us where the land is. We're gonna kill your boyfriend." They specifically say that.
I know.
And then she's like, "No, don't kill him."
And then they drop him in
and then they fucking kill him.
toxic waste.
Yeah, they drop in the toxic waste and kill him or whatever, right?
Like,
And she's like, "Fuck" or whatever. And then later on, like a minute later, Mariner comes through, and then she just jumps him into his arms, and she's like, Mariner.
Maybe that was Mariner's homie.
No, I was like, bro, this just shows how women are.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
so
go.
loyal.
Oh,
As soon as you get dropped into a pile of toxic waste, boom, they go on to Mariner. The fish boy, the quiet fish boy, who you thought was the homie the whole time.
We need to look up the real storyline.
I know. No,
it was like 15 minutes long. They rushed that shit.
I'm telling you, I think that girl, whatever her name was, she's shiesty, bro. She switched up on her dread-headed boyfriend for Mariner.
We saw Dreads after.
Oh yeah, he was cool. Cheers.
Your niece was hyped.
Bro.
That was the cutest thing though after. Because I couldn't tell if she liked it or not. And then after she's like,
I was getting worried.
I am just so amazed.
Yeah, I was getting worried because
it seemed maybe a little too adult.
The first thing we did was Hogwarts. She got damn near traumatized. She dude, I was waiting for them on the outside. Or like for the ride to finish on the end of the ride. And when she came off, her face was just like red. She was in tears. She was like,
so sad.
She's like, Yuri. She's like, that was the worst thing ever. Like,
I'm never doing it again.
Bro, she was crying so bad. And then after that, we tried to wait. What did we do after? Then we did the
Despicable Me.
Then we did Despicable Me, which we loved. It was super fun. She thought it was so cool.
We got on the jumbo screen.
Oh yes,
so,
yes.
It's like a bunch of different seats, and it's kind of just like a simulator where you go through like a big screen again, like kind of like Harry Potter, but it's like a group of people, like almost like a movie theater.
Yeah.
But one group of like the rows gets picked down, they get to be on top in the screen.
It's kind of like a football game where they show you like
exactly.
a couple kissing on screen, but like instead of just like they show a family.
And I looked up and I was like, oh shit, that's us. And I was like, Elena, look. And she was like, oh my god. Like we were like waving and stuff. It was so
Dude,
cool.
when you said that, I was at the point where I was thinking in my head, like, I hope Elena likes it. I was just stressing in my head, right? And I had my arms crossed. And I had like my eyebrows like in this in this hunched down position because I wasn't mad. I was just thinking hella hard. And I was like this like.
I know you're probably like I want her to have.
Oh yeah, I was just like thinking like worried about all this stuff, waiting for the show to start, and then I just hear you saying, "We're on the screen." I'm like, look up, and just me looking pissed off as fuck on this giant screen that everyone can see, and I'm just like, oh hey, like oh shit, like I was like, oh fuck.
I didn't even realize.
I looked all fucking mad.
It was so funny.
But anyways, it was super fun.
It. Yes. She loved that one.
Honestly, Universal, I really like Universal, but like the only thing about Universal is like you have to go in the middle of the week, dude. The only way that Universal will be worth the money is if you don't have to wait in these hour lines. And honestly, babe, what we experienced when we were there was pretty bad. But dude, every time I've gone there before as a kid, so I've gone there with my parents, right, or whatever. But I remember my elementary school used to have these like after school programs where they would go to like water parks or amusement parks, whatever. And one time it was Universal Studios, and I got to go. And I remember, dude, we were waiting like we went on the Mummy ride, and it took us an hour and a half. You got to the front thing, and it said on display, hour and a half wait. And we had to wait there for an hour and a half for the Mummy. And every ride was like that. We did like 3 or 4 rides, and every ride was like an hour wait. And I feel like that's the only thing that makes, like, once you get stuck in that position, you realize, like, there's not that many rides. The rides, honestly, like, the Mummy is the most exhilarating one, the most adrenaline-producing one. But all the rest of them are like, kind of, like, just more fancy, like, video stuff, especially now. So it's, like, it's really not worth it to wait in line.
Bless you.
It's worth it. Thank you. If you go at a good time of the week. But then also Rylee was watching this video about this dude who bought the VIP passes.
I want to do it so bad.
I don't think that's worth it either.
Really?
I think
no, you get to go on the lot and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
walk around?
Yeah, you didn't get to see his tram experience. Because they get to like go through a different section of the tram, like where they get to see different things. And they actually get to go out and like they get to go out to the plane crash and like go like walk around it and like check it out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know,
and they get like specific like lunches and stuff with like filet mignon. It's like $300 for the day, but lunch is included and you get all that shit.
Yeah.
And you get the express pass too.
Oh, for everything. Mm-hmm. But the express pass is only one-time use.
Really? No.
It is.
I wonder if it's different for the VIP.
Bro, that's what's even more fucked up about Universal is it's expensive for general.
It's as expensive as Disneyland now because your mom
Disneyland has more shit. Way more shit. Universal's like limited to the stuff they have. It's more like
we should have went to Disneyland.
It's more like you buy stuff you buy the tickets just to buy stuff. You know what I mean? But
it was fun though.
It was fun, but like I said, it's only worth it if you don't have to wait in the lines. And if you do have to wait in the lines, it's just like you're like, bro. And then you think about it, you're like, bro, let me buy the express pass because I want to ride the Mummy 3 times or 4 times because it's so short and the line is too long. Then you buy the express pass and you realize it says it gives you the express line once per day.
That's stupid.
Which is like you're paying $500 to go once on a thing. It's like so stupid, bro.
Let's talk about this too.
What?
So the other day we had Yuri's niece over and we wanted to go take her to see the Minions. Mm-hmm. And I bought our movie tickets and I'm like looking online and I see the tickets are $25 each. And I'm just like, this must be a mistake. Like, what the hell? Like, what is this, 3D or something? No, it's just a regular movie ticket. Now movie tickets are fucking $25. I was like tripping.
You see, I was never like a consistent movie goer to get affected by the price that much because like every time
it used to be $7 like 3 years ago.
I've only gone to the movies with like my sisters and my family like like I could count like on my one hand like probably like 5 times or less in my lifetime that I've gone to the movies with my family or my sisters and I never really pay attention to the price because they're paying for me. You know what I mean? So I never really got affected by that. But when we went, Riley's like, dude, $25 for a ticket? She's like, it used to be $7. Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
But also,
okay, we did have one movie theater that would be like kind of pricey, but the tickets would be like $14. And I thought that was crazy because there would be another movie theater like down the street that was $7.
But that's what I was going to say is, I bet you there's
the theater we went to.
It's the theater. There's many other movie theaters you can go to in LA that like are smaller theaters that it'll probably be cheaper. Yeah. You know what I mean? Dude, I remember the only time the coolest movie theater experience I've had in my life, which I don't remember where this was because I was like 12 years old or 13 years old. No, I was how old are you in 6th grade? Like 12?
Like 11?
Like 11. So I was like 11 years old. It was when I was best friends with my friend Victor, who we would shit on top of each other's shits. It's when I was best friends with Victor. His dad one day, or his stepdad one day was like, yo, I'm going to take Victor to the movies, like bring a homie or whatever. And Victor brought me. And he took us to some movie theater. I don't know where it was. But you go to the movie theater, you sit down in your seats, and they give you a menu. And they're like, and the menu says like popcorn, pretzel, blah, 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 all that stuff. And then you tell a person what you want, and then they bring your shit to you. And we were like, I was like, bro, what? Like, I didn't even know this shit existed. And like that was when I was 11 years old. So probably like, yeah, more than 10 years ago at this point. But, what, 17 years ago?
Damn.
17 years ago was this experience.
Damn near 20 years ago.
Yeah, damn near 20 years ago, this experience I was talking about. But, bro, I was like so shocked. I was like, bro, you can have your popcorn and pretzels and drink brought to you, but I've never seen a movie theater like that since. Damn, I can't believe that's 17 years ago. That's so depressing. Bro, I'm going to be dead soon, man.
Shut up. Don't say that.
This is depressing.
Don't say that. I don't like that.
Jesus.
Dude, tell me about it though. That shit's crazy. We used to have $5 Tuesday.
Shit's all over. Anyways, speaking of $5 Tuesday, Spirit Airlines catches fire during landing.
I told you. Yuri bought me a Spirit Airline ticket.
I didn't know, dude. When Rylee and I first met each other,
I was like, I'm not gonna complain.
When Rylee and I first met each other, I had never bought a plane ticket in my life. So I was trying to buy Rylee a plane ticket. I see one was $250 and I see one was $110. I'm like,
You could have put me at danger.
I can afford the $110. let me get. If it was,
you should have went Southwest.
If there was only,
I showed you Southwest shortly after.
If there was the 250 option, we would have never been together.
After that situation, I showed Yuri Southwest, and then he started getting me Southwest.
It's not that you showed me; it's that you guilt tripped me.
No.
You.
It was the same price.
No. Oh no. Well, no.
It
For
was
that.
even cheaper.
No, for that ride. I'm telling you, for when I was looking, it was. The only option I could afford was Spirit.
I didn't tell you anything
Airlines.
about Spirit. I never said anything.
I didn't know
until
it
until like after we were together.
A couple months. No, it wasn't like the weekend you flew out. You were like, I can't believe you flew me on Spirit. it was like a month or two later. You were just like we were on Instagram and you see this meme about flying Spirit and you're like, I can't believe you sent me on this or something like that.
This is when we got together.
And I was just like, damn, like
when we were actually
I was like,
dating,
I didn't know this was
girlfriend.
I didn't know it was a meme.
It was a
how
joke.
shitty it was.
Yes.
Of an airline, and that's how I flew you out. At least you still came out.
Duh.
Did you know how shitty of airline it was?
Yes, I had taken Spirit before. And then after I booked it, I realized how shitty of an airline it was.
Oh my! What'd you think about me? Where you're like, oh, this dude's broke.
I was just like, fuck, it's Spirit. That's all I thought.
You were hoping for another one, huh? You were hoping for Southwest.
Well, no, I didn't know, but I was just like, fuck, it's Spirit. Because I know Spirit has hella shit that happens with it.
Be honest. Were you hoping for a private?
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Bro, you know what's funny? I never even talked about this on air, but I flew out Rylee because Rylee, Rylee and I, the first time Rylee and I met, it was because she was going to San Diego, and she was like, hey, I can stop by LA or whatever, right? And then after our first experience together, I basically just fell in love at first sight, and I just like and I wanted to see you so bad, I wanted to hang out so bad that I was just like, dude, like, we have to hang out again, but it was unreasonable for you to drive out there to see me. I was like, dude, I'll fly you out here. So I paid the $110 or whatever it was for you to come out here for a weekend, and then you left. And then I was like, dude, like, I miss you so bad. I was like, dude, like, I have to get you back out here again. And I forgot what the point of the story I was getting to here. Oh, really?
Don't settle.
Oh my god.
Find you a man like this.
Oh yeah. So I wanted to get you out here again, right? And I was looking at my finances, and I was like, oh man, I have like $50 extra for this whole month after I pay all my bills and everything. Like, I basically have like $50 for the rest of the month. And I was just like, I really wanted to get you out here, and I also didn't want to explain to you that I was broke and I couldn't afford the plane ticket, because I kept talking to Rylee and saying, like, I'm gonna get you out here again, I'm gonna fly you out here again, blah blah. And then once it got to the point where she was supposed to come out here again, I realized, like, damn, I only got $50. I was like, I'm gonna put this on my credit. So
was like that
so I put your flight on my credit card, and then I remember it took me like 2 to 3 months to like recover from that fucking credit card thing, where I was just like eating cup of noodles and like not eating anything forever, just like, cause I was just like trying to recover.
Eating fast food, not cup of noodles.
Jack in the Box tacos $1 for 2, but I was going ham, trying to recover from that flight. It was like a $200 flight that I couldn't recover from. I was like, bro, this shit was so bad.
But then after that, I started driving down, because I was just like, it's not worth it.
And that,
but no, because then there was like one point where we had like 3 weeks where we couldn't see each other, and it was just like, damn.
Bro, you know who I have to give a huge shout out to, which I for sure have never talked about on stream, is Besco, the guy who would hook me up with, you know, basically my weed dealer or whatever, right? When Rylee and I first got together, for a point, I was able to afford my weed consumption and my bills and everything, right? And then once Rylee and I, once COVID hit, and Rylee basically like stayed with me for like, we basically stayed together for like 6 months at that point once COVID hit.
No, like
a year, right? Or no? It was like 6 months.
It was like 4 months.
4 months
until we moved into our apartment.
But for that 4 months that Rylee stayed with me, she couldn't go back, and she couldn't work, and I was only bringing in money, and I had all these bills to pay, and I didn't really have much money left over, and I kept having to borrow weed from Besco, and I never, like, I've known Besco for years, and I never had to borrow weed from him or anything like that. I never had to get a front or whatever. And I remember I remember got to this point where I was like, I already owed him $100, and I would ask him for like another like $50 worth, and he wouldn't say anything. And then I owed him $150, and I would ask him for another 50 thing, and he wouldn't say anything. He would just give it to me. And then next thing you know, I owed him like $500, and I was just like, God damn, like, this is crazy. Like, I never thought I'd get in this position where I owe my weed guy $500, but I paid him off finally. It took me like a while after, but the beginning of our relationship was very taxing.
It was crazy. It was craziness. But then I got unemployment. It got a little easier for us.
But you weren't getting your unemployment
For a
either
minute.
because of the address changes and all this shit. It was like super annoying and dumb. But
for a minute, but I was lucky enough to be like one of the people that actually got something.
I wanted to I don't know. I keep like bouncing between
Should
these.
we do that package?
Yes. But I want to talk about this first. I keep bouncing between these ideas of reacting to stuff on stream and not reacting to stuff on stream. But like
if we react to stuff on stream, I feel like we have to have it pulled up like
that's what I was gonna say.
You get too stressed out about pulling shit up.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like I feel like I'm it's bad podcasting once there's like moments of silence and just like like what am I searching, like whatever. So it starts feeling like a desktop stream instead of a podcast. So that's why I don't like to do it. So we don't have anything pulled up ahead of time today, but for the future podcast I want to have all the tabs pulled up so we could just like actually react to the videos. But one thing that I've always kind of trolled or said about Joe Biden is the fact that I feel like he's not actually there. You know what I mean? Like it feels like he's just like on 10 Xanaxes a day. Like it feels like he's just like, I've always said this, and other people have said this before, where it just seems like he's like a teleprompter reading machine. All he does is just like, he's just like, my fellow Americans. You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about.
It doesn't look like he's actually like talking to anyone. It just looks like they're like, they just push Joe out there and they're like, read it, and that's basically
read it.
Yeah, that's basically what the fuck you get. But it's always been like a kind of criticism of Joe, I guess, and I've said that before as well. But recently, a teleprompter fail video came out where Joe Biden was like doing some sort of speech or whatever he was doing, and it said in the teleprompter like repeat again. And whenever it says repeat again, it says to repeat the phrase again to put impact. It's kind of like you saying like, and he got hit by a car. He got hit by a car. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to say it like that. But his fucking brain dead ass brain was said, repeat it twice.
He got hit by a car. Repeat it twice.
And that shit was just so funny.
Like
To me, it was just so funny because I'm like, bro, this just proves
Joe.
what I've been saying and everyone's been saying forever, that Joe like isn't there, bro. He's just like, they always like throw this word around, puppet. You know what I mean? Like, and for some presidents, I feel like that really doesn't fit. A lot of presidents. With Joe Biden, it really does. He really, like, when I watch him or look at him, like, I really get this feeling of like this is like the most extreme example of like, oh man, we need something out there. Put this fool. You know what I mean? Like, this is the best thing we got. This is the dude with the cleanest record, because everyone's getting canceled right now. This is the dude with the cleanest record who has ties to our political interests that we can throw out there. That's what I feel like was going on.
Should have got Yang.
They could have had so many better, well-spoken people as president, but they probably had something in their history where it was like tied to fucking Epstein or Trump or some shit where they were like, no, this is gonna look bad. We need someone who has no ties that can get the job done barely. Joe Biden. Boom.
Should have been Yang Gang.
The more you look into Yang Gang's ideas to fix stuff, the less it makes sense, to be honest. But I like the idea.
When I told my uncle about your bumper sticker, he was like, "Oh, Andrew, Yang,
because I went to the thing."
I know, but he was like, "That's cool because da 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 da." Like he thought it was a cool person.
Well,
too.
honestly, if
Yang
Yang was president, I would prefer Yang over Biden.
At least
because Yang, he's actually talking. He has a brain.
Yeah,
he can actually be like, "This is my opinion. My opinion."
He's younger.
He's like, "I don't understand my opinions, dumb, but here's my opinion." Joe Biden's like, what does it say?
Old,
repeat
dude.
twice.
Poor thing.
It's
not his.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, I feel sympathy towards him, because I'm like, bro, here's a grandpa who has grandkids and kids and all this shit.
Who's been through a lot of political shit.
Yeah,
like, has a lot
like
of
he needs to retire, bro. He needs to be in a wheelchair, and his like kids needs to be fucking like
he's old
playing on his lap as he likes. He said, he said that. He said, I love he said, I love when kids play on my lap and pull my leg hairs. He said that. Anyways.
Oh God, poor Joe.
He needs to be chilling. He does not need to be
Joe
president right
needs
now.
to go. Poor Joe.
I agree, bro. He said that. He's like, I love when my grandkids pull on my leg hairs.
Oh, Joe.
Bro. What the fuck? Who
That's
says
too
that?
much.
My leg. That's bro.
That's so
Oh my
creepy.
God.
Ew.
All right.
I actually hate that so much.
you know with Joe's blankness, it's not creepy by any means. He's just so blank mentally that he doesn't even understand what he just said. Like he doesn't
He didn't mean it like that.
He doesn't mean it like that at all. You could tell that like Joe is not creepy like that. But he doesn't have the forethought to understand that it sounds creepy.
Poor Joe.
Which is just funny. Like I don't know. Bro,
It made me so sad when they did the debate and Trump brought up his son.
did you see the new thing that came out of his son?
Oh God, what?
He got caught again smoking crack on camera, and the title was like Joe Biden for some reason keeps he every time he smokes crack he films himself. Like why does he keep doing just smoke crack in private or whatever it was?
That sucks.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
That's
I'm not
sad.
gonna make fun of some person who has drug abuse in their family because we all experience it here. Like I have it in my, we all have it. We all have it in their families. It's a very common thing, but it's just funny to have a president who's trying to push free crack pipes, and his son is on camera smoking crack, and you're like, hey man,
maybe he feels
hey man,
it's gonna help.
we have this crazy school shooting issue, we have this homeless issue, we have this other issue, we have all these things going on. You want free crack pipes on the street? Why? That doesn't make sense. That was his running campaign. That was one of the things he ran on.
Well,
free crack pipes. Anyways, guys, the next thing we're getting into here is our P.O. box opening. So, Ten Talks, us, we have an open P.O. box. You guys can send us anything you want. And basically, last week, unfortunately, I forgot to open up the P.O. or go to the P.O. box. Today, we went to the P.O. box, and on top of the P.O. box entries or openings, we also have a present from AyeiBargo. Fellow homie / YouTuber. Huge shout out to AyeiBargo. We're gonna get into the package opening and a little bit more details about him and other stuff later. I mean, once we get to the packages or whatever. But first, we're gonna get to the PO box openings, guys. If you want to send us anything, the PO box address is in our description. It's PO box 3183 North Hollywood 91609. Anyways, so these are 4 items that we got from our PO box this week. First item is from Hugo. Just from Hugo. It doesn't really say a company name or anything like that. I'm not sure if he wants me to say his full name, but it's from a person named Hugo. Let's check this out. The package, as soon as I touch it, it feels like some sort of gummies. It feels like some sort of gummy container or something like that. So let's check this out.
what the fuck?
This will send me pills. No, this is illegal, dude. What the fuck, bro? This one just sent me pill. What kind of pills are these?
No.
Bro. What the?
Wait, what? Let me see.
He sent me a container of pills. What is this, bro? No, this is not. This is not the purpose. Are those mints? I hope those are mints. An invoice. He sent us an invoice for his pharmacy.
I don't think this is supposed to go to us.
Do we get, bro? What?
I think this is supposed to go to somebody else.
Oh my god, dude. What else? There's some more pills.
This is for us.
This
is for somebody else.
This is like, we just got a bunch of pills in an invoice. Bro, what the no.
Babe, this is for Hugo. This isn't for us.
Oh, I thought this was from Hugo. Okay, well, fuck.
The from is in the corner,
God
honey.
damn it. Well,
oh god.
Poor Hugo is not getting his pills, dude. What? I hope these are. Oh, this is not my fault. They put this in my PO box, dude. Oh my god, I feel like an asshole. I just took some guy's pills. I'm going to
expose him.
Hugo. Oh, there's many Hugos out there, you know. Some Hugos take pills, some Hugos don't. That's all. Bro, this is bad. God damn it. I need to take that to the post office tomorrow as soon as possible and be like, this guy's missing his pills.
I know.
I don't know what those are for. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, so we have 3 packages today, guys. We need to figure out that one.
Make sure it's 2.
Yeah, this one's 2 Yuriy tent. Wow! Oh my God! How does that happen? We just gotta. I thought someone sent us drugs to be funny. I was about to be. Bro. Okay. Well, that wasn't illegal then. It was an accident. It wasn't illegal. It was just an accident. All right. So this is from Matthew. Thank you so much, Matthew. I can't believe, bro. Okay, whatever. Let's forget about that. Guys, this is from Matthew. We have a note in here. Let's open up this note. It says, thank you for all the laughs on multiple platforms. Appreciate you from Vegas. Shout out to Las Vegas. Figured the triple stack king would fuck with this sample. Oh my God. Triple stack king. That's not what I want to be known for. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much, Matthew. Oh, and guys, his IG, if you guys can go, if you guys want to or can, please go show some love, a like or a comment, or even a follow if you guys are down. But a like and comment will be very helpful for anyone that fucks with us and sends us stuff to just show some love in return. His IG is Matt with Bliss. So MATT with Bliss. Thank you so much, Matthew. Here we go. So this is the shirt. He sent us a shirt, and it says, drink more water, Saturn style. I agree with the drink more water thing, and it's a Saturn. It's a Tesla. It's a fucking Tesla ecstasy pill on the front, triple stack apparently. You know what? I like this shirt. I really like this, man. Thank you so much, Matthew. I will definitely be wearing this, but then also do not be doing ecstasy. It puts holes in your brain. Every time you guys wonder why I can't think clearly or forget stuff very fast or whatever it is, I blame it on the ecstasy because I feel like I for sure that has played an effect on me. I feel like I gotta wait for Rylee to finish these. She hasn't even taken a look at this Tesla t-shirt. But either way, while Rylee is in the restroom doing who knows what, no, I'm kidding. We're gonna reopen up the chat to see what the fuck is going on and see how you guys are doing. Babe, how did it go? R.I.P. Hugo. No, everyone's saying R.I.P. Hugo, bro. No, my God, bro. Hopefully Hugo's fine, dude. We've had this package sitting in here for 4 days. He hasn't had his pills for 4 additional days. I feel it's not my fault. It's the fucking PO.
I should have checked.
You?
Yeah.
What would you have done? You would have said.
Because I know if that's the place where it's 2.
You're doing this right now.
What?
So you're saying if something happens to Hugo, it's my fault?
No. He's obviously already probably hit the people up.
You think so?
Yes.
It's important. Or it has to be important. Wait, what if they're fun pills? Should we take them?
No.
No, we're not. That's a joke, guys. And police.
Ha-ha.
Anyways, babe, while I'm finishing this 2 puffer or 1 puffer here, could you... Oh, wait, hold on. Look at this t-shirt. What do you think about this?
Tesla?
Mm-hmm. It's an ecstasy pill.
I know.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Have you taken one of them? You have!
I don't know.
Wow! I'm not the only one who has holes in their brain. And look what the back of it says.
I wasn't like you.
Wow.
But this was the one thing I have done.
Oh, wow. So you took a Tesla. This shirt's for you then. Is it a medium? No, it's a large. Wow. All right. So this next package is from Jordan. Huge shout to Jordan. Rylee's little brother sent us the package.
Let's see. It's to you, though.
Well, open it up while I finish this joint.
I always feel weird opening your packages.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa, they look cool. All right, should I read this?
Yeah, because I feel weird reading your shit. Ooh, these look so cool.
That's our shit.
No,
you're going to wear those too.
Yeah, thanks.
Right. This is from Jordan.
They're
he said,
cool.
Yuri, I appreciate you getting back to me so quickly and letting me send you stuff. I'm still new, but always love starting. I always loved skating and graffiti. It's always been fun creating. Cheers, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Would love to skate together one day. Thank you so much, man. And his Instagram is Dead Friends. Dead FRNDZ. I believe, or it just says _dead friends. I'm believing that's his IG, but he sent me a pair of pants.
These are so cool.
Dude, thank you so much, man. These are Total Freedom Lee relaxed fit pants with his design on the front. These are cool. Hell yeah.
He sent you the shirt as well.
I got some new pants for Disconnected because I've been really fucking I'm definitely fucking wearing these, man. Thank you so much. And a shirt? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is that fucking metal writing. I can't read this. What does it say? Can you read it?
Corpse.
Husband?
Corpse Coral Club? Corral Club?
Corpse.
Corral
Corral.
Club.
Wow, I think I might say that. Good job, babe. That's crazy. All right, thank you guys so much, man. Thank you so much, Jordan. Thank you so much, Dead Friends. All right, guys. Last package is from Big Lefty, one of the winners of our contest, and then also a reminder for anyone that participated in our raffle / giveaway contest. I think about a week ago or whatever. This whole past week, like I said, it's been just kind of hectic with my niece and everything, whatever. We're sending everything out tomorrow for all the winners. It's only been about less than a week lag or additional time on top, but we're sending all the items tomorrow to the correct people. Rylee has all the screenshots of all the addresses and everything, so everything's going out tomorrow for anyone that's having a just like as an update, I guess. But anyways, this box is from Big Lefty, and I could tell from feeling the box, it feels like a shoe box. So let's see what Big Lefty sent us in the shoe box. I can only assume it's shoes.
I'm excited.
Let's check this out. All right. Thank you so much, Big Lefty, and also congratulations for winning that giveaway. I forgot which one it was, because we've done 2 giveaways now. So, oh shit, it says Nike Zom Train Command College 10.5, which is my size. Thank you so much, Big Lefty, bro. What the fuck? There's no way. Did you really send me? He really sent me a pair of fucking shoes, bro. No fucking way. Dude, thank you so much, Big Lefty. Hold on. Did he send me a note as well? Yes. He said, Yuri, hope these work out for you. If not, pass them down to somebody you know. These skate shoes have just been sitting around forever. Time to downsize here. John. Thank you so much, John, for this. I appreciate you so much, man. These are exactly my size. And there's some Nike fucking skate shoes, Nike SB skate shoes, and I will definitely fucking be skating these, bro. What the fuck? These are insane.
Fire.
Oh, these are the Nigel Houstons, dude. What the fuck?
Damn.
I had the
Oh, really? You're raw dogging it?
I had one of the. Is it bad?
With somebody's shoe. You're gonna raw
He said these have been sitting around forever. Oh my god. Let's go. These fit perfectly. I'm definitely skating
Damn,
these. These
you
are
got the
fire.
Nijas. You're gonna be fucking.
Thank you so much, man. Hold on.
it.
I'm gonna just throw both of these on really quick. Thank you, dude. Is it bad to raw dog it?
I mean,
Should
people
we?
have their preferences.
All right. Should we take one last shot before we get into this last package opening?
Should.
I'm down. A little half ski, guys. This last package opening is not something I got from the PO box. For anyone, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about this already, but for anyone that wasn't there, I think I forgot what stream it was, but one of the streams I was doing, I really got into the song. Can I get a W car seat freestyle from the YouTube channel AyeiBargo. Huge shout to AyeiBargo. He ended up he's from Atlanta, and he ended up coming out here for VidCon, and he ended up actually coming through here and stopping by one of the streams. We met up and everything and linked up, and then he came through to No Jumper for an episode of Disconnected, and after Disconnected we did the whole crew of Disconnected, me, Blazzy, Housephone, Podlord, we all sat in his car and did a car seat freestyle that's on his YouTube channel right now. And then later on, I wasn't even there, I didn't even know this happened, but he ended up meeting up with Blazzy and did a whole Blazzy sandbox freestyle with Blazzy, Ezzo Cuts, I forgot who else was in the car, but it was like a Blazzy and a bunch of people from his office or whatever who did like a 30-minute or like a 22-minute freestyle in his car. So huge shout out to AyeiBargo. And guys, please go check him out if you guys want or can. He's super fucking nice guy and really cool content. But either way, he stopped by. I forgot how long ago it was, and he was like, "Bro, I want to give you a few gifts or whatever, for just like helping out and all this stuff." So I was just like, "Dude, like," I was like, "You didn't even have to do this, you know, like at all." But like I'm telling you, he's just like a super cool, nice guy,
he's so nice.
and this is just like I feel like another example of his character, or you know, the type of person he is. But he gave us 3 gifts, one of which he was like, this one's for Rylee, the big one, or like the big box one. So we should open that one first, but let's take these shots and then we're gonna open up these packages.
I'm excited.
Thank you
so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
shout out to AyeiBargo. This one's for you, man. Okay, so here's Rylee's box, if I remember correctly. Like I said,
All right.
these have been sitting here for like 4 days, so I believe that he said this one's for you.
We'll see. I'm excited.
Watch it be a Barbie. It looks like a Barbie box.
I will cry. What is it?
What is it?
AyeiBargo.
Whoa, it has an AyeiBargo sticker on it.
I appreciate his fucking branding.
I know.
He has slides.
Whoa! You need slides for the house too.
AyeiBargo. We need slides. Where's our TED slides?
You just
That's
said,
fire.
dude. Thank you so. And they're fuzzy, bro.
Wow,
these
you
are
so
fire. They're
much.
fuzzy on the inside. Rylee,
What?
dude. You know what's crazy? You know what's coincidental is Rylee today. We were doing
I was like, I
laundry.
need slippers.
Dude, we were doing laundry and cleaning all day, and Rylee like 2 or 3 times today was like, oh, my feet hurt so bad. She's like, we need to order or get slippers for the inside of the house, because we take off our shoes at the front door, and inside we like, you know, try to just keep it clean or whatever. And Rylee's just like, dude, like the hardwood floor is just hurting my feet, and those are clutch.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. You just have to make sure not to wear them
That's
outside.
so cool. We need to do that. Tent Talk slippers.
I agree.
Comfies.
Shout out to AyeiBargo, man.
Yes. Oh shit. I need to make sure there's no other things.
No notes or anything.
Okay.
Oh, look, a little.
A little wristband.
Athletic band, I
He
believe,
has
right?
his branding
Bro,
on
dude, he's
points.
branded to the max.
Dude.
AyeiBargo, everything. Okay. What do we have here? We have one of the smaller packages. So that one was for you. He said this one was for me, I believe. I don't remember, or maybe just for us. I don't remember, dude. What is this?
Just open it.
Gosh.
Is it a pop figure?
It's just a box. Let's open up the box.
It's a cool box.
It's a hat.
Ooh.
It's an AyeiBargo hat. Let's go. Wait, hold on.
Damn.
And dude, I used to not be a fan of army print, but I've been getting into it more and more or whatever, like recently with a lot of stuff I've been wearing, and this definitely fits some of the stuff I'd be wearing. Shout out to
Looks good on
AyeiBargo.
you.
Thank you so much, man. Really?
Mm-hmm.
You like it? It's already like perfectly bent from the
Yeah.
box, so it fits my
It's a perfect trucker.
perfect trucker. All right, so here's the last thing from AyeiBargo, and this
I wonder what it is.
I can only guess what this one is. You guys let me know before I open it up. Maybe you guys could be right here. You know, like I'm just wondering, like,
I don't know what it could be.
yeah, what could fit inside a package like this? Let's a telescope,
Could be.
multiple Care Bears. I don't know. Let's open
A
this up.
big ass joint.
Yeah, a giant
Split.
joint. Damn, packaging on point. Oh my god,
Dude, we need this shit.
AyeiBargo with the fucking.
What?
And you know what's crazy is it comes pre-gripped. I never really see that. That's the first time I've seen that. This board comes pre-gripped.
Is it your size?
AyeiBargo sticker on it. I'm not sure. It kind of does
Looks
look
like your
yeah, it does
size.
look like my size. But honestly, this is something I probably would not want to skate. You know what he told me
know.
this is?
A hanging piece?
AyeiBargo in his car seat freestyles, he always has this sitting in his back seat, and he said this is the board that's been in all those videos, including the Can I Get a W video. This is sitting in the background, so this is
iconic.
This is iconic. We're hanging this up on the wall. This is not like
Yes.
I'm not. I don't want to skate this because I don't want to fuck it up. I want to keep it in the packaging, and I want to just hang it up
Oh,
on the
I
wall or
thought he
something.
made these.
No, he for sure has made these, but he told me that this is the one that he had in his car.
Yeah, you need to make Ten Talks ones.
That's
or
legendary.
Harmonious ones. You need to make Harmonious skateboards.
That would be cool, but how many people would want to buy Harmonious skateboard? I don't know.
We will have to see.
But anyways, huge shout out and thank you to AyeiBargo, man.
A
Thank
lot
you
of
so much,
people
bro.
would. If you made your own artwork, which Yuri's a really good artist,
Really?
I think people would love
Dude,
your skateboard.
These shoes are so comfy. I feel weird
You
doing
got the Nijas.
I feel weird doing the sockless vibe because that's kind of like, you know, it's looked down
It's
upon.
giving Flacco.
Oh man, let me take my foot off.
Shut
No, I'm kidding.
up. We love you, Flacco.
Anyways, thank you guys so much to everyone who sent us stuff. I'm sorry, Hugo, for accidentally getting your pills. Should we look at what those are? No. We shouldn't expose them.
It's not Hugo. It's Vic. Or is it Hugo?
It's Hugo.
I was like, it's Victor.
Oh,
'Cause
wow.
I think Vitor. Hugo.
Oh, you're trying to throw Vitor on it. You think Vitor's a pill head here?
No.
No, my boy Vitor doesn't do pills. He edits videos.
Vitor's on a good path.
Exactly, I agree. And we're done with the PO boxes. But anyways, what else do we have on them?
Let's see what I have.
You know what else I have actually really quick that I want to talk about, guys, is you know what I realized today is when it comes to planning stuff and finding the right time to do stuff and everything, whatever, I've noticed this trend with my streams and the channel is that I'm basically capable of doing like one big stream a month. You know what I mean? Like I want to level it up, or that's just kind of what I've been doing the past like 2-3 months or 4 months. But I feel like I want to level it up and get it to two big streams a month or 3 big streams a month. Like I don't want it to be constantly just like me sitting in front of the desk or whatever it is. Like I want to do like a lot of more interesting shit. But as for like, you know, like the big stream ideas, like something like that, I feel like could be crazy or take a longer amount of time or whatever. I feel like recently I've only been able to pull off like 1 per month, but I want to like I was saying, I want to level it up to like at least 2 per month soon. But I was saying that I was thinking that my next stream, and I've talked about this before, is going to be the standing stream, which is basically I forgot how I came across this idea. It's like every time I do the desktop streams, I'm always just sitting there or whatever, and I forgot how this idea came across, but I think someone in the chat was just like, I forgot how this idea came across, but it was basically about me not sitting during the stream, just standing the whole time. And I was just thinking, like, what if instead of doing $1 per minute stream, which is like someone donates $1, I stay on the stream for 1 more minute or additional minute, what if we did donation per minute of standing or whatever? So the other day I was on stream doing a regular desktop stream, and we had like, I forgot, like I think like 500 people in the chat, which is like basically like the normal amount of people we usually have here. And I made a poll. I was like, how much you guys think is the fair amount for a minute of standing? And it was like 65% or 60% said $4 a minute.
See, I told you.
Is the fair one.
3 minutes.
I was telling Rylee that I want to do $1 a minute, but then I was thinking like I for sure can't. The last time I did $1 a minute stream, it lasted 5 days. I can't stand for 5 days. I probably could stand for 24 hours maybe, but I don't know about 48 or 72. You know, all that other shit. But I was thinking like, what happens once what if we have more time in the clock and I'm like, dude, I can't stand anymore. I have to sit down. I'm about to pass out or whatever, right? Like what's the punishment there? But then I was thinking
no, after that you could be like, all right guys, now $1 a minute I stay on stream. Now I could sit down and chill. We completed my 24-hour challenge. It should be a 24-hour challenge of standing up.
24 hours of standing?
Like your cap.
Oh no, I was gonna say that would be my cap of standing. Is 24 hours, but everyone basically voted on $4 a minute.
Yeah,
and I would agree with that because with $1 a minute, I feel like it's for sure gonna go past 24 hours, which I don't know if I'm capable. I know that when I was working Starline tours, I would pull like 8 to 10 hour shifts standing the whole time. So I think I can do 10 hours, 12. I think
it'll go 24 hours with $4 a minute too.
Definitely. But anyway, so I made the poll. Everyone said $4 a minute for the standing. I was like, I think that makes it more like, I feel like that would make sense or whatever. But anyways, I think that would be the next big stream, is just like every time someone donates $4 or more, 4, 8, whatever additional things comes or whatever.
4 and on.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like additional time or whatever. But I don't know. I think that would be the next one.
That's what you want to do. I told you it's crazy.
But then also, I was thinking, when I was talking about this on stream that day, is I was looking up, I forgot how long the world record is for standing. It's like days. I forgot what it was. It's a long time.
Now you want to beat it?
But no, the world record for standing on one leg is 30 minutes. I think I could stand on one leg for longer than 30 minutes. So I think that during this standing stream, I'm going to try to at one point attempt the world record for the standing the longest amount of time on one leg without holding on to anything for support or balance. We did train in Universal Studios standing in that hour-long line.
On one leg.
Oh, No,
you need to start training on one leg.
I stand on one leg all the time in the shower, when I'm pissing, like all types of shit.
Here you go. You're gonna be all ego right now.
I'm not being all ego right now.
It's good to train, and then you could actually beat it.
What's the training?
I believe you could beat it, but I think if you even take extra more training, you're gonna be like chilling.
Hold on, really quick. I don't really like doing this during the podcast, but world record for standing on one leg. Oh my god, never mind.
How much is it?
70,
How long? 72 hours?
76 hours.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, never mind.
Okay.
Where did I saw 30 minutes somewhere.
Babe.
I swear to God, I saw 76
It was probably
hours.
like standing in a scorpion position, which is like your leg wrapped around your head.
Bruh. How would you know that?
Because it's a chair position where you put your leg around and you like put it right here.
World record for standing in one place, 25 hours. I feel like, could I beat that? Is standing in one place. No pissing or shitting.
That's scary.
How's that scary?
You have to piss and shit, but you're going to have to use a diaper.
Should I put on a diaper for the standing stream?
Ew.
Because if I go to the bathroom, people are going to be like, you're cheating.
People are going to see you shit. You can't do it. You won't be able to do it.
No, wait, hold on. People are going to call me a scammer if I have to go use the bathroom during the standing stream. During the standing stream, I'm going to want to take shots and drink water and do
You're
other...
not going to take shots during the
I probably
standing.
will want to take shots. Yeah, I would want to. Don't tell me what to do. Why not?
Because you're going to have to pee.
But I'm going to have to pee regardless. What I'm saying is we're going to have to film me waist up pissing to make sure, to prove to the audience I'm not not sitting.
Pause.
How is that a pause?
This is getting plug talk.
It's not getting plug talk. All I have to do is
Kidding.
they wouldn't be able to hear it. All I have to do is like film the doorway and put some sort of a blocker to not show my penis, and I could. I don't want to do the diaper. Diaper's kind of intense. You want me to piss
One false
myself?
move and you're all over the no jumper Reddit.
Diaper's gonna put me all over the no jumper Reddit.
Oh, you're
pissing
done.
and shitting myself.
Oh yeah, you're done. You're done for either way.
I don't know. I'd
rather go for your sweet ass.
I'd rather. What do you mean sweet ass?
Instead of the diaper.
No, they would see side dick at that point if there was an
you're
accident.
good side dick.
Okay, I'll pee in the shower so all they see is my ass. Oh, actually, no, that's easy. I don't have to. Easy. All I have to do is go to the shower, pull the front down. The back doesn't come down. When I piss, only the front comes down. Pull the front down and piss in the shower, and I just film like that. I'm not sure if you could show something like that on YouTube, but
Yeah,
we're gonna have to
probably
do it.
not.
We're going to have to do it.
This is gonna be interesting.
Dude, diaper? How would you feel like you're going to hear that for the rest of your life? Your boyfriend pissed himself in a diaper on stream.
A diaper.
I'm going to have to piss for a standing
You're
stream.
gonna sit in it.
I'm not going to... No, I'm standing.
I know, but you're gonna sit in the diaper.
How am I going to sit?
What if people vote diaper?
No one's voting no.
You should choose POV piss or diaper.
It's no... Really? No.
Guaranteed people are gonna choose diaper.
No, everyone's going to choose diaper.
Yeah.
100%. No. We need to choose what makes sense.
You're gonna POV poop?
I can hold my poop for 3 days.
Lies.
That's not lies. I've done it many times.
If you're smoking
I can hold it.
and you're drinking,
Cross my legs and
Lies.
fucking tighten up. Yeah, I can hold it. I've hold some gnarly
you
shits
have
before.
the dads.
I've had what?
The dads.
What's that?
Day after drinking shits.
I'm babe, you don't understand. I'm a master.
You're a shitter.
I'm a master of holding my shit.
You're
And
a
I can shit too very well. But I'm a master at holding my shit. I'm telling you. Like, I told you this. When I was a kid, I could not shit in public places. I could only shit at home. My parents would like to go on fishing trips to Lake Pyramid and all these places where we would be there for a night or two sometimes. And I would not shit until we came home. And I've done it many times. I literally would it would be turtling out. I could feel it peckering out.
Oh no.
And I'd be like, and I'd just be like,
disgusting.
I'd be like crossing my legs, just like, just tightening up, and then it goes back in. And I forget about it, and I continue playing soccer or whatever it is.
Back up.
The other way, but I can hold it for 3 days.
Nice. Lola's ears are back in disgust.
No, really.
Do you have any more topics? I covered all mine because that was my last topic.
Really? I was gonna mock you right now, but you're gonna get mad and punch me again. I do that to Rylee all day, and she gets so mad.
If you really knew me.
I go me, and she goes, "What the fuck?" Okay, anyways, not random topic, but guys, big thing that happened that I feel like a lot of people did not even hear about is Canada basically just completely went down the other day. I would not have known of this if it were not for the fact that we have a couple friends who live in Canada, such as Uncle Deadly, Space Goes Dope Perp, more people that I
a lot of people.
Can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but like we know a lot of people that live in Canada. Anyways, Uncle Deadly put in our mods group chat the other day that he was just like on Thursday actually during before Disconnected, he was like, yo, all the banks in Canada, or like 99 or 95% of the banks in Canada are shut down right now. People are freaking out because they can't use their credit cards, they can't use their debit cards to withdraw their money, and also he didn't tell me this, I didn't know about it, but also the internet was down on top of it, so you couldn't Google what the fuck's going on because the internet just wasn't working for anyone. So basically I watched this video earlier today explaining exactly what happened. So in Canada, I talked about this before as well on stream, where especially not in LA but like in the United States, there's kind of like a monopoly on the internet services, where I've heard of people like they'll live in a certain part of Los Angeles and they'll try to get really good internet, and they'll realize like, oh man, my only one or two options are these two companies, which are trash. Like I have to, these are basically my only two options, where people will literally move areas just to have like better internet options or whatever, have alternatives. And honestly, I feel like that's all over the place. There's really not that many internet options because I feel like it's just like an expensive fucking thing to invest into making internet for everyone. But anyways, so in Canada, apparently like 95% or like damn near everyone, damn near 100% of the internet goes through this one company. I think it's called Rogers, and that company had some sort of error in their system, and because they had this error in their system, everyone else was having this error in their system. A lot of banks that operated their fucking online systems through their internet services were not working anymore or whatever. So basically a lot of Canada was just like shut down, and a lot of people are freaking out. Now everything's apparently good and things are fine, but I didn't see any news about this yet. I will try to look into it further, but I can only imagine, like, dude, imagine I hit up Uncle Deli later that day, like 5-6 hours later. I was like, is everything good now? He's like, no, everything's still down. Everything's going to be down till like Monday, apparently. I think they fixed it like the next day or the next day. But imagine you're in a fire, you're in a robbery, you're in some sort of weird situation, you have to call the police, and their phones weren't working. You couldn't call anyone, you couldn't use the internet, you couldn't use anything, like nothing was working. And I was just thinking, like, bro, like the whole country's like in chaos because the internet's gone for like a day or two, you know what I mean? Like we're so dependent upon the internet. It's pretty insane. But I don't know, apparently it's fine now.
Dude, no, that is like totally fucking scary. Like you just think about, like, what if you had no food that day? Like that was your day to go grocery shopping because you're like completely out
grocery
of food.
stores like, hey, we can't process any payments because registers are connected to this thing. I mean,
pets can't be fed, babies can't be fed.
I don't know if it went that far. Really, Luffy? He knows he's not allowed to do that.
Well, it probably didn't go that far, but it is scary to think about, like, that could happen, like...
No, yeah, exactly.
People's funds can't be accessed like that.
You know what's insane is, like, not insane, but it's kind of like a weird example, is our farming systems. Is, like, a lot of our main produce,
God,
like...
that scares me, too.
Main produce, such as, like, potatoes or fucking carrots or corn or whatever, they're all the same genetic form of corn. Like usually, like I heard this like where back in the day, if a farmer were to grow corn, he's going to grow 20 to 40 or 50 different types of corn in his plot, right? And then maybe 1/3 of his corn dies and he has the rest of the corn to harvest. But nowadays it's like a thing where they have this like genetically modified corn or whatever to survive the best conditions possible. Like they usually survive the best, and then basically so all the farms will use all the same corn genetics. It's like instead of having 40 different corn types in your field, you have all the same corn. And if they all get a sickness, it's just like, or a disease that kills them all off or whatever, it's like we basically lose our whole food supply very quickly because we all use the same genetic GMO food or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Non-GMO is the way to go.
Yeah, but there's not enough non-GMO food to sustain everyone. But that is true. Exactly. It's more. But
no, it's like.
It's more like self farming, or like kind of like growing for yourself is the way to go. Because if you're growing food for yourself using like some natural ass tomatoes, if you're doing a good job, you don't really have anything to worry about, right?
That's why I want to farm one day.
Would you want to though?
Yeah.
You get hella dirt under your fingernails and deal with snails and frogs and spiders.
I look like the girl that's glitz and glam right now? Do I always have to have nails on and shit?
True, you're right. No. But I feel like it's such a lifestyle to be a farmer. You know what I mean? Because I've seen
we would need help, but that's where our kids would come into play.
I've seen my family in Russia, everyone in Russia is damn near a farmer, and it's just like, it's not really like a thing where...
Not like a big farm.
You can't really have a farm and be like a city person. It's kind of like you're just a farmer.
I want some chickens for eggs.
That'd be cool.
That's probably it. Chickens for eggs in my own garden.
I heard, but you know what's fucked up
is I could grow vegetables and fruits.
I heard chickens become like really good pets. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're cool.
But then like, what happens when it dies?
I know, it's sad.
Eat it?
Well, any animal.
Would you eat it though?
No.
You wouldn't eat your chicken?
No.
I feel like,
especially if it's your baby chicken that you love. I could not.
I feel like I would, because I feel like I would want to experience that heartbreak that all of our ancestors have faced before. All of our ancestors have had some sort of chicken or pig or cow that they beloved.
Crazy.
And they were just like, I'm hungry. And then put on the rotisserie, and then you're just like eating. You're like, damn, Jeffrey.
Nope.
Or Jeff, or whatever it is.
I'm too sensitive.
Bro, our cats are going crazy. They're like climbing all over the place during this podcast. I don't know why. Anyways, last topic that I have listed, random shit, is a random YouTube channel I found. I'm constantly finding like more YouTube channels to watch, but this dude called Peter Santanello. For anyone that hasn't watched them, he's basically, I've only watched a couple of videos of his, but they're very interesting. He basically goes to areas, like different areas of the country of United States of America, and he says like, hanging out in the richest part of hanging out in the richest part of LA, hanging out in the poorest part of LA, hanging out in Compton, hanging out in New York City, Manhattan, or whatever. It's just like he'll just have these videos of like kind of depicting the area, and he'll find a person, or I've noticed like it's a trend in his videos where people hit him up and they'll just be like, hey man, I live here in West Hollywood, can I show you around West Hollywood and show you what life is like around here or whatever. And like, that's usually what he does. He just does like lifestyle videos, and also just kind of like I've noticed also as well, other than that, he does like just general information, like just, I don't know, just general information videos, like where one of the last videos I watched of his was like he basically there's like a lot of people who not a lot of people, but there's like some people who own Texas land next to the border, where if someone were to illegally cross, it's like their backyard they go into immediately. And he hung out with like a couple of those people who live there, and they were just all talking about the effects of it and like how like it's really like kind of like done all these different things or whatever and all this stuff or whatever. And they're just like, yeah, they're all saying how like it's funny how like the media doesn't pick up on any of this stuff or whatever. They're like, dude, he's like, I have an outhouse where he's like, I have a wife where I'm working all day, my wife's home caring for our kids and shit. And he's like, I get a notification saying that, yo, there's some dude in your backyard. And then he goes to his backyard, to his like outhouse, and there's some guy sleeping in his like backyard with like two other dudes, and his wife's at home alone. You know what I mean? And he's just like, I deal with the shit all day or whatever. And he's like, they don't talk about this. You know what I mean? Like all this stuff or whatever. It's like very interesting. It's like he's not very biased in any way. He just goes and just shows like what people are talking about, and like usually you have to have like a good point to talk about. But one of the last videos also that I watched with his is he walked around Skid Row with Soft White Underbelly, which is also very interesting, because with Soft White Underbelly, it's usually he's just conducting the interview and he's asking a person about their experiences and their opinions, and you never really get too much about his opinions on stuff. But watching this Peter Santanello video with him walking around Skid Row with Soft White Underbelly, you get more of like his opinions of like homelessness, the homeless issue, and all this stuff. And a lot of this stuff I really agree with him on. You know what I mean? Like he was just like talking about how like in LA it's just like it's like a trend where they just say, how's the homeless or whatever, like we just need to give them a house and everything will be fine, or a place to stay and everything will be fine. And you're just talking about how like that's super false. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to fix anything, and it's actually coming from a selfish place, because Los Angeles is like depicted to be a rich city, a very nice place or whatever, and they're basically just trying to hide the homelessness instead of deal with it. You know what I mean? And all this stuff or whatever. And it's like, and he gets deep into a lot of those topics like that. Rylee and I were just watching one of his videos where he hangs out with like a Hasidic Jew for a Hasidic Jewish person for 3 days or 2 days in New York City, and that show's super interesting because he was just like he starts off with the video by saying like he's like in my opinion he's like the Jewish community is like a lot of people don't know too much about them, you know what I mean, because they're very like secretive or just not very open or whatever. And like he got this one guy Shlom I think, or whatever, Shlome, to come like to kind of take him around New York, whatever, and he was like talking about all those stereotypes and everything that the Jewish people have dealt with, and why the media depicts them the way they are. And like one thing that was really interesting is he like talked to a lot of like Hasidic or very Orthodox Jewish people, and the one thing they all kind of said was like, they were like, dude, we don't like how the media depicts us. Like they all said it, from like young to old, and people that didn't even know one another, they all said like, bro, every time we look at the media it always makes Jewish people look some sort of way that like just seems kind of crazy when it's not even that way at all, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the one thing they kept repeating, which was like, after watching this video or 3 videos I watched with Rylee, it's like very interesting and mind opening, where you're just like, oh, you know, like it's true. It's like you can get a certain perspective watching fucking American media on whatever it is they're covering, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
You're super tired, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Anyways,
but you were just talking. I was just listening to you.
Do you have any more topics?
No.
That was it. Okay, I think that was it here as well. But anyways, how long have we been going? What time did we start?
2 hours.
Really?
Like 8.
I hope the background is working well. That's the one thing. Oh, I didn't even talk about that. Is I try to fix the background. I hope that's been going well. And there hasn't been any like glitching or whatever it is. But anyways, guys, we always do the after shows as well after the podcast. But back in the day, we used to do the after shows immediately after the podcast, and then we would just cut it out afterwards. But now with YouTube's new rules or whatever it is, or just like cutting rules, we just won't be able to do it the same way we usually did. So now we do all the after shows on a separate stream. So we're going to wrap up this podcast right here, and then we're going to wait like 5-10 minutes, and then we're going to start the after show stream. So if you guys can, please drop a like if you guys can on this video right here. It really helps grow the channel and support us. And if you guys can, please drop a comment telling us your opinions on any of the topics we covered or whatever it is in the comment section. And then also do not forget to subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed already.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for watching.
Like I said, we're going to end the live stream right now, but we're going to be back live in like 5 to 10 minutes for the after show. So we'll see you guys soon.